Yes. I'm saying that the fact of the matter is that we've had long-term links with MI6. We've had long-term links with the CIA. We've had long-term links with the KGB. On the day Mrs. Gandhi died, Mr. Kao was in China. So intelligence agencies talk to each other. We've even had intelligence links with Pakistan. No, just a minute. No, just a minute. According to these reports, what happened was that as a part of these intelligence links, and we kept it very close with the British, because the funding for the Dal Khalsa, the Babar Khalsa, and the International Sikh Youth Federation, they all came from the Gurdwaras in London. Second, the other part was Pakistan, where I was. And there also, there was a link up between those guys coming to Pakistan, not just from Britain, but also from Canada and US. So there was an external linkage, and it is the job of intelligence agencies to be in touch with their counterparts.
My point is, this is not a question of exchange of information.
Why? He's saying it is simple intelligence sharing.
It is a question of asking for advice on what you should do in the Golden
Having
Temple.
taken the decision. No, one second. There's a difference there. Indira Gandhi was not asking the British government whether she should consider the military option to enter the Golden Temple.
She asked what she should do.
No.
Whether helicopters should be used. Please see what
Just a minute. Raman has written about...
Maybe, but you read what the British Parliament has been told.
Just a minute. The fact of... Look, I'm not justifying this particular case. But it is common for us to seek security advice, not for the armed forces, for a politician to get an external understanding. That is all. The actual operation was handed over to General Brar and to the Western Command barely 3 days before or 4 days before they moved in.
I understand.
So the army was not in the picture.
General Sinha seemed to know it in March.
I can't comment about that.
That is why I'm saying you don't know the documents. I don't know the documents. Let us have it all out.
We know the operation, sir.
You know the operation, but you
don't
don't
tell us what
you don't know what the politicians
It doesn't have to come from his mouth as to what we did in the operation.
Of course not. I am not asking for your operation.
You can respond to him.
Swamy is exceeding his brief.
Why?
What is my brief? My brief is to know the truth.
No, your brief is manifold, which I don't want to meddle with.
Well, we don't know what
your brief is always political, and I'm a military man.
I know what
Let me defend the army.
Also been up
No.
There was General Sinha who said you shouldn't do it.
No. Now, Arnab, I would like to tell you.
No, you can respond to him, sir.
I can respond to him. The report presented to the British Parliament today says in 6 places that there is no link between the advice sought from the British
and the operation.
That's
the point.
Neither in its planning nor in its execution. It says in 6 places.
Look,
please kindly see that.
I'm not going into the rights and wrongs of whether it was right to seek that advice. But this sort of information is exchanged between intelligence agencies.
It's a common practice.
I know I can't discuss this. We have intelligence cooperation with Pakistan.
I'm asking you today a simple question. Suppose you say today that the CIA has a lot of information about Maoists in India. Right? And suppose you are to go on you want to target the Maoists in several areas or any other insurgent group for that matter. Will the Prime Minister of this country call the Prime Minister or the President of the United States of America and say, Mr. Barack Obama, I'm having a little problem here. Not just your intelligence information. Will you please fly down one of your CIA or your military advisors down here so we can chat with him on how we should deal with our people?
The question
is how we should deal.
Please read B. Raman's account of Raw.
You're saying
it was done by Mr. Kao, the head of the intelligence services, approaching. Look. I am not going into the politics of it. I am going into the mechanics of it.
There's a lot of meat in what Mr. Parthasarathy is saying.
He's saying that
it is a common practice between any intelligence agencies. We have also been in the military intelligence here.
And don't you provide advice to foreign military agencies?
Yes. There's a common interaction between the military agencies.
So can I ask you one thing? Tomorrow, if there is a problem in the United Kingdom, will the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom call the Prime Minister of India, and say that, we think, suppose Brigadier Israr Khan has good intelligence, or will you please fly him down so he advises the British Army, or he advises our government, or he advises us on what we should do with our people? Is that conceivable? Of
no.
37 years after Indian independence.
It is not so simple as you are putting it. Arnab, there are implications to this. Firstly, why were we interacting with Britain for that matter?
It was because of the funding.
And not anywhere, any other country. Yeah, that is
talking about.
Secondly, there is a big Sikh population in UK, and therefore there were sensitivities on the other side. And therefore the political bosses that time may have thought it right to share it with the British government.
See, Brigadier Israr Khan.
No, I don't think she shared that she was going to do it or when she was going to do it. This was done by Cow. It's there in Raman's book. Please read it. The thing was done by the intelligence services.
No, 1 second, sir. I'll get Manjit Singh in. See, first of all, I want to preface one more thing. I have said it, I'm repeating it again. I don't take away the sacrifice, the valor, and what Brigadier Israr Khan did, or the risks that a man as eminent as General Brar did. In fact, till today, General Brar faces a threat to his life. And I respect you for it. I have said this to you. You have done commendable work, and that's all right. But the fact is that this has happened in a certain political environment. This entire debate takes place in a certain political. All we want is that the Congress party and the then government, those who were in the then government, should be honest with the people of India. If the British government can be honest on this, why can't this government be honest about it?
Let me tell you something. The way government functions, what transpired on those discussions would not necessarily be in government files.
So I don't know why the I want the
how the government
I have no problem.
We want to know what happened. We want to see it in documentation.
I want
someone witnesses and ask them what they
Manjit Singh.
I have no problem with the truth.
Manjit Singh, please. He hasn't spoken yet. Manjit Singh of the Delhi Gurdwara Parbandhak Committee, please, gentlemen. Mr. Subramaniam Swamy.
Mr. Parthasarathy said that it is a normal this thing that intelligence services between the government they share intelligence. Okay, we agree. But letters from PMO to PMO is shared in the month of February in 1984. If you go through the report, in 1983, a senior intelligence person from India visited England specifically for this. My take on this is that whole of this operation was scripted. Congress had no way to win the elections. They created this situation.
So please think of the consequences of what you are saying here. Let's remain to facts.
Who led the arms inside the Golden Temple? Who was responsible? It was the government's duty that they should check whatever was going
in. This argument I don't understand.
And who was supporting it from across the border?
That
also in the same breath.
Nothing came across the border.
Nothing came across the border? 1 second. Brigadier Israr Khan.
It was Bhindranwala. He was outside the Golden Temple. Who allowed him to go into? He was staying outside the complex of Golden Temple. Why was he allowed inside the Golden Temple complex?
Now, Brigadier, listen to Brigadier.
No, Brigadier came only on 1st of June. Before that, what happened? How can army explain? How can army explain?
For that matter, I must have been born before you.
Yeah, now, I don't doubt it.
That time, I was commissioned into the Indian Army in February '64.
Right.
And therefore, it is 50 years that have gone past. Now, to say, if this operation had to come at this time, do you know what you are talking here is you are only helping a known Indian enemy right across Punjab. And therefore, you have to be careful.
Let me reveal your Dal Khalsa, your Babar Khalsa.
Yes.
Everybody had cross-border links. If the Thatcher Commission report is made public, they are established.
No. Thing is, it was.
Sir, he was Consul General in Karachi.
Deliberate attempt. Let me answer.
Sir, he was Consul General in Karachi. He knows.
Sir, it was a deliberate attempt to decimate the Akali leadership. Only,
so you are giving it a totally political spin.
No, it was all scripted, and Congress did it.
And I think Army only
came into action.
It was not scripted. It was pre-arranged between that demon called Bhindranwale and Pakistan.
You came in exit
and there was a nexus between the two. And they would have been the first country to recognize Khalistan if it had come into being.
Sir, I think
what are you talking?
You are protecting the Congress government.
No, I'm not protecting any government. I'm not a congressman.
No, sir,
nor am I a BJP man. Please don't color me with those.
We appreciate the army.
No.
But no,
I am establishing a link between Bhindranwale and Pakistan.
Listen,
I have only
may I say one thing?
I have to take
I've just one thing.
What are you talking?
Anybody who says that the Dal Khalsa or Babar Khalsa or International Sikh Youth Federation
they were in constant
they had even communications.
They are
communicating.
I have seen. Gentlemen, one second. Gentlemen, first of all, I'll say what. No. We are taking the discussion forward. Brigadier, I'm taking the discussion forward. I have to take a very, very small break. I just want 3 questions. One, does the fact that advice was sought and tendered override the nature of the advice? That's my first question which I have. Second is, even if it was limited in nature, Mr. Parthasarathy, my question to you is, does it undermine my sovereignty? Now, third question is, given the sensitivity of this case, was it justified or not justified to seek this kind of opinion? And most importantly, if the people of India say today, I want to see the Margaret Thatcher Indira Gandhi correspondence.
There is none.
I want clarity. You can't just say. You can't say. You can't say there is none.
I have no problem. I have no problem. But this was handled by cow. It was not handled by
in 12 days. Gentlemen, in 12 days, the British Foreign Secretary William Hague stands in the Parliament and gives a statement, Indian operation at Sri Harmandir Sahib in 1984. I want to know if they can do it in 12 days, why do I have to wait another 12 years to know the truth? I'm back in 2 minutes. And the Congress party should join this debate. I'm back in 2 minutes.